In this course of practical meditation, we have spent quite a bit of time establishing the awareness of myself as a soul. So I'm beginning to build a picture of who I am. And as I begin to practice, a very lovely thing begins to happen. I begin to see a sense of self-mastery begin. Whereas before I felt a victim of my inner world, as I start to create thoughts of myself, my mind cools down. There's a sense that I'm taking back the authority of my inner world. And I begin to see and experience how peace is my natural state. Peace is intrinsic to a quality of life. But not only peace, so is love. And probably a part of my psychology is the nature to have relationship. It's built into me, into who I am. My experience over so many years of teaching meditation, talking to people from all backgrounds and all parts of the world, is that when you start to explore these ideas and they begin to open up, almost everybody has so many stories, feelings, hurts, and quite often deep pain around relationship. There's just been so much in my past, in my family, in my relationships, that still sits inside in an uncomfortable way. Sometimes I ask the question, what has given me the most happiness in life? And most people will say relationships. Next question, what has given me the most sorrow? Is it the same answer? I think most would feel so. And I think there's so many crises in our world at the moment. There's a whole shopping list of them. But for me, the main crisis is relationships. A life without love is not a life at all. And yet I think so many of our human family do not experience a quality of love in life. We are watching, for the first time in human history, the breakdown of the family. In so many parts of the world, less than 50% of the population live in a family, a traditional family, where the family provides that nurture and support for my heart with belonging and care. We are also in a time where there are so many mental health issues. In psychology, they will have a lot of reasons for that. But I would say, and from a spiritual perspective, that when there's a lack of love in life, something doesn't work in my mind. And this is why we're beginning the next step of Raja Yoga meditation. The first step, to realize I am an eternal soul. The second step is I'm beginning to explore a relationship with another soul. A soul that is pure, a soul that is divine. We could use the language, the supreme soul, or even God. And the second step in meditation is beginning to link my mind with the divine, with the supreme, with God. As I mentioned that, some may be feeling wonderful. I have love for God and I want to explore this in more depth. But others may be feeling nervous or uncomfortable. Actually, I can relate to that because this is my background too. As a child, I felt that I carried some impressions from religion that didn't make me feel comfortable with God. I saw God as a very punishing, judgmental, authoritarian figure, and I suppose I just didn't want to connect, but I wanted to meditate. I was searching for something, but when God was mentioned, I really didn't want to engage in that area. But I did explore it, and what helped me was I separated religion and God. Religion is the institutions that are here in our world that have given so much benefit to so many people. But for some of us, we want to separate the experience or the understanding of God from religion. And when I did, I found that I began to explore this relationship with the soul that will not cause me sorrow, a relationship with the soul that will never leave me, a relationship with the soul that will never let me down, a relationship with the soul that will always keep my trust. This is a real relationship. And the second step in Raja Yoga is a link of the soul with the Supreme Soul. Yoga is this deep union, this absorption of my mind, turning my mind away from all the other distractions and influences, the past, the anxiety of the future, people, situations, and I rest my mind on a being that is full of love, full of peace, and full of power. And this being's influence will start to reawaken the original experiences in the self. I would really suggest you experiment for yourself and just see how you feel.